G'day mate, welcome back to Factorio with me, JD. So in this episode, we go over finishing off the mall, the make everything, the make almost everything, whatever you want to call it. At the same time, I also go through a lot of my reasoning why I do automate something here and don't automate something here. And Life Groski, who was in text chat, comes and joins us in voice chat. And we talk about all sorts of things Factorio, and trying to explain things to a newer player, because he is a newer player. And that's my microwave going off in the background to tell me dinner's ready. So, thank you guys so much for tuning in for this episode. And as always, I will catch up with you at the end of the episode. All right, straight across. You're going to be out of whack by one tile. What else do we need? We need iron, and we now need steel, which is new. So iron down to there. So this is new to me because we haven't had steel in the past. No, let's do iron down to there. Life Groski with the sub. Oh, it's me, Stephen. Gifted Life Groski for a sub. Wow. That's twice as generous. He should have spent his own money. Thank you nonetheless, Steve. Those letters I got installed are a ball bag to add to the mall, I think. I don't know. I don't know which loader mod you've got installed. But I haven't used loaders at all. Mainly because I know that they impact UPS, and often on my bases, personal bases at least, and even the community maps to a certain extent, we reach a UPS limit. Life Groski with the 99 bits. There you go. And Musk gifted a sub to It's Me Steve. Thank you as well, mate. Okay, so that would do green circuits and iron. Yep. So again, input, gears, long head inserter to go from A to B. And they can output... hang on. You need to go over there because I need to get a long-handed in there and there for tier 3 assemblers. So you can output there and you can output there. Again, just a chest. You could technically output there if we ever get red circuits into this build. So I need steel. Steel I would just be bringing down this belt, and I'm out of belt. I'm really out of belt. Bring it into there, into there, into there. Chest up here. Where was that steel build?
There's steel on the belt now.
Oh, there's steel on the belt. Even better. Yoink. You're only going to give me half a belt. You're rude.
You don't need that much.
It's probably fine. I probably only want half a belt at the end anyway.
You're only going to stick half a belt onto that belt and mix it with some stone.
Stone? Why would I take stone?
Railway tracks.
Nah, they're part of purple science. You just build a purple science. Nah. Just build them in purple science. There's no point to having a second build. Yeah, I'm so out of gears. No, I'm so out of gears. But if you had gears, you'd run. If you had gears and tier 1 assemblers, you'd run. So all that runs. What else do we need to make everything? Miners. Miners, which goes conveniently right there. Has that item, output. I'm out of inserters. Do I have actual inserters? I have a make everything that everybody's coming and stealing all this shit from. People
I'm putting stuff in.
People that are putting this, taking this shit out of the make everything. Can we add gears?
I just added gears everywhere.
Oh, you manually added gears. That works.
Sorry.
There, have some in server.
Thank you. Actually, we probably don't need that anymore. We can go straight into it. You're standing next to your mall and handcrafting belts. Yeah, because I'm not expecting it to actually have any belts. Yeah, it's me, Steve. Yeah, you can now go into every Satisfactory stream and leave doggos behind in your wake. What?
I usually put circuits on my outputs.
Why would that not work? No, this will work. So this will work. It'll have red circuits when we get red circuits to get it into the make everything. You stood next to your mall and you're handcrafting. You want to gift your sub back. Yeah, well, like I said, I'm assuming it has nothing. It turns out it actually had 1,000 belt, which explains where all my gears are. Why are you not building? Oh, because you don't have... Here, I'll go to the chest that's meant to have inserters. My inventory is full. So, my inventory is full now.
Yes, it is. I am completely innocent of filling your inventory with stuff you ask for.
Oh, okay. That'll be a different style of playthrough.
I have a couple of belts if you need some.
I don't know. We'll see. That's awesome, bud. Thank you for that. Is there any specific order after the inserters? Just randomly choose what's next. Experience. Honestly. So what else? Okay, so... So, like, I do train signals. Power poles, actually. Power poles are an important one. I'm out of those things.
I found something that's more important, like capping all the chests.
Yeah, capping the chest is overrated.
I'll put circuits on.
No, so you really wanted a full iron chest of yellow underground?
The sets are 100.
Because I set the cap to 100, yes. They were all uncapped.
The blue inserter above it will set it to 100.
Honestly, probably want a full chest full. Because we'll end up using it. So, power poles now need iron sticks. So that's something else I definitely put in the make everything. This is one of the few things that doesn't need gears. And I'd need a copper belt somewhere. And honestly, probably... See, I should really have a dedicated copper belt, but I haven't. So probably the other half of this steel belt would be more than ample, because you don't need that much copper. Where the hell's the chest? There. Oh look, there's a chest full of copper. It doesn't have copper anymore. And we swing this down. We put in a splitter. Nope, wrong one. Swing it down the far side. And take iron off the narrow side, the early side, whatever you want to call it. So, we need iron sticks. Iron sticks are used for exactly 4 things now. They're used for medium power poles, large power poles, lights, if you want to have... Nope, they're not even in lights anymore. So, big poles, medium poles, and train tracks. So, if you're going to put train tracks in your mall, you do power pole, and train tracks right there. Personally, wouldn't bother. I'd be just doing it as part of Purple Science, but you know, up to each individual player. And you need to get out of my way so I can put output. Oh, I got a steel chest. I got upgraded. That, and literally just add power to everything.
I'll buy oil.
Did you not defend it?
I did.
Set it up.
I did, but it came from the other way.
Oh, they went behind the defenses. So because I got train track here, which needs stone, I'd probably end up doing signals right beside it. Don't know. I literally make this up each time I build it. And I do it differently every time. Pipe is something I should probably have automated back here somewhere. And again, pipe's actually fairly easy. I'd want probably that mana gap. Sure, that works. I want to go you. I won't handcraft inserters. I will go to a box and I'll empty half the box like a good multiplayer person. Yep, there. So I want normal pipe into underground pipe.
Hello.
Jack's back.
I wanted to go get food.
So, normal pipe is fairly quick to craft at half a second and 1 iron, but underground pipe needs iron, plus it needs 10 standard pipe. So I normally have a dedicated machine feeding the underground pipe because you need a lot more underground pipe than you need standard pipe. What else would it be to make everything that I haven't built yet? I build solar separately. I don't bother automating chemical plants or oil refineries. I will literally just handcraft them.
Anything train related?
Well, I got train tracks, and I said beside it I'd normally do the 2 signals. And
engines.
Engines?
As in the train engine.
It's, again... it depends on how long a playthrough you're going through. Like, my current 17 YouTube series, I haven't automated engines in and make everything for trains at all. Because I just handcraft... I'll go grab the engines, which are part of Blue Science, and then I'll handcraft the train that I need with a couple of wagons. But then again, if it's a long-running series and you go into a mega base, like I'd automate that because I'm going to end up using hundreds of trains. Once you had red circuits, it'll mess up a few splitters. Don't worry about it. Yeah, actually, it would. So... Nope. We will cheat, and we'll put a splitter... use a belt trick. So, life... I assume you know about side-loading a underground, right?
Yeah.
And, yeah, I do that to fix the problem. Are sticks no longer used for lights? No, they're not. What is this map's goal? Turtle, you can't type. This map's goal is like every other one, survive.
However, lights now use copper wire instead.
Yeah, they use copper wire, which is a pain in the ass. Again, like it's not something I'd automate.
So, just to pick your brains, I've done this backwards.
Oh, life's here. Hello.
Yeah, I was looking, so I thought I might as well jump on Discord.
Sure.
So I, like a noob, because I'm using that Factorissimo mod, I decided to make copper wire sticks and gears inside that factory. Have I now made this infinitely harder to do a compact little mole?
Your copper wire is used in green circuits, which... the shittest build ever in the world. This is your green circuit build with a missing inserter. Direct insertion, straight from the copper wire machine to the green circuit machine, and it's a 3:2 ratio. So this is how you build it. You don't bother putting 10,000 wire, because we go from 1 copper plate to 2 copper wire, so it expands rather than compresses. When you turn the plate into wire to then put on a belt, to then run down a belt, to then feed in the green circuit machine. Gears are different because they compress. They take 2 plate and turn into 1 gear. So they actually compress as they go, from one item to the next. So yeah, I wouldn't have wire at all. Sticks, because they're only used in 3 things. Same story. I do mine as direct insertion just for the power poles. And potentially for the train track, if you want to build train track and you make everything. You're planning on
This
going...
is the problem.
Well, you're planning
So
on
I was
going...
going to say, because I've got mods.
Yeah, I know. And you're planning on going for a longer sort of series. So I would probably... Looking at my make everything, I would slide the pipes down and I'd bring in a belt for stone, because that's all I'm missing, to automate train tracks. And I'd probably... Tissa! Tissa190. Thank you for the follow. Yeah, enter in the giveaway. Grab that satisfactory key. And the earlier you enter, the more chances you have. The only thing I'd probably do with... if I can brain... Okay, so I would probably do my train tracks like that, and have the 1 iron stick machine feeding into 2 rail machines to make train tracks faster. Because train tracks are one of those things you don't use a lot of, and then suddenly you use 5,000 at once. And then you don't use... you potentially don't use any for a while, and then, again, a train pulls in and suddenly you need 10,000 at once again. It just depends. But no, I build all my malls, on the spot, as I just did. This is basically how I build it. Every map's slightly different. But mod-wise, yeah, I wouldn't bother having iron gears on a belt. Iron sticks on a belt. Or copper wire. Gears make sense, but nothing else.
Okay, that's awesome, that man. Thank you for that.
That's
I was trying to do something a little bit different. I know there's mole blueprints out there, and you can pop down
they're...
the super mega mole in 3 different tiers. But I was trying to make something myself.
Yeah, look, Factorio is very much a game where it always is more interesting to build something yourself than just copy a blueprint off somebody else. And I really pride myself in... The only blueprints I will actually go and look up and use is solo blueprints. Just because I built one once, I spent hours on it, and it's boring. And it's just about trying to get it square with a roboport with a ratio. That's it.
I did the exact same last night. Somebody gave me a Catherine Sky blueprint. Yeah, sweet. I don't need to do solo more than one.
Yeah, look, Catherine Sky... I don't know, Chad would probably tell you. Catherine Sky makes lots of blueprints, and she's very, very popular. Doesn't mean they're good quality blueprints.
Twitch drama.
Thank you for the follow. Sorry, what was that?
Twitch drama.
No, not really Twitch drama. No, she's mainly on YouTube, actually. No, she's got a mall, and I've seen it 10,000 times. And she's it's designed for robots at one stage. And she's got a passive provider for the yellow belts to then go into a requester chest literally right beside it. So her bots are always moving belts, over one tile when, these are done already with a circuit condition. Or with if we had logistic bots, we'd use a logistic condition and just go straight from one to the other. And hers, it's the way she builds. And she gets really fixated on something and then doesn't change it. Oh, radars. I don't have radars built in here either. Again, something like, all depends on how long your series is going to be. Your case, I had to automate radars. My case, I haven't. Oh no, I think I finally caved and did it after handcrafting like 40 of them. So yeah, and look, the biggest thing when I build I don't even call it a mall. I call it a make almost everything, because it doesn't even make everything. Like I don't need red wire and green wire automated because I don't use it. And if you look up a Catherine Sky mall, it's in the mall, and she barely uses the crap either. Same with combinators. She's got combinators automated, but doesn't really use them. But yeah, I fill all the gaps around, especially around the belt section, with storage chests. So my central storage also ends up becoming my make almost everything ends up becoming my central storage as well. So all the crap sort of ends up in one place. No need to automate them when they're free with blueprints. Yeah, that's the other thing. Wires are, if I set up a couple of inserters and literally wire the first one to the second one and then copy the blueprint and paste it along. Oh look, they're all connected now with free wires. And I only use
GT.
It's not cheating. It's part of the it's part of it. Like nobody wants to go through and craft 10,000 wires to have robots like go and place an inserter and then fly all the way back to pick up a wire to then hook up a wire. And maybe the inserter's already flipping stuff that you don't want flipped. So no, they just come like instantly free. They're not expensive or anything. They don't take long to craft. It's just annoying. Combinators you still got to build, but you know, same story. Even the times when we've used them extensively on community maps, either somebody else has automated them or I've handcrafted the ones that I need when I need them. Yeah, I'll bag you out for handcrafting, don't get me wrong. But I handcraft so much crap because it's also the time it takes to run back to get stuff to come back out. Would it have been quicker just to handcraft what I needed on site? Like if I need 500 belt, plus I need half a dozen inserters, plus I need this, I'll run back to base, of course. I might handcraft some crap that I need at the same time that I haven't automated, like chemical plants and who knows what else. But yeah, no, I handcraft so much crap. So we got military.
No, it's awesome, mate. Thank you for that.
That's all right.
So
mate.
I don't want to talk over you because there's a delay on the Discord, so I'm trying not to talk over you. But no, thank you for that. Really appreciate it.
Oh, that's fine, mate. No, as I said, I've got 10,000 hours in the game. I've sort of played everything to death a little bit, and I can build everything backward, forward, left to right, upside down, without blueprints.
So if you've got so many hours in the game, how come this community one is like fairly unmodded? Like, do you not do massively modded runs? Or
Generally, no. I'm not a big fan of the extreme modded playthroughs like Bob's Mods and crap. Chat, help out. Bob's Mods, Paradodon or whatever it's called, 5dim.
Piano.
That's the one. I'm not a big fan.
What about Factorio
5dim, Yukio,
Yeah.
Generous Random Recipes, Angels.
There's so many of them out there that completely change the game, and we've used lots of the mods. Like we've used the Factorio Extended, which I think you're running with live. Are you?
don't think so.
Yeah. So the Factorio Extended gives you tiers 4 and 5 assemblers and tiers 2 and 3 for all the chemical plant stuff. Along with, actually, you might be, because you got the faster belts, don't you? You got purple and green belts.
No, just blues. Blues are the top ones.
So they also give you yet another 2 tiers of belts. It basically adds 2 tiers onto everything. And we've played with it on a community map, and it was a lot of fun. But the only thing it really let us do is we'd take a we'd take basically a blueprint that we've made for a tier 3 assembler, and we'd upgrade the belts to go faster, and then upgrade the assemblers to go faster, and it just meant we had more output.
Also, quick note, power is dead.
Is it? Yeah, that looks pretty dead. That looks really dead.
Yeah, like some coal patch ran out.
No, the coal patch is still running on Burner City. Which means technically it's independent to the power, but it's also slow. Like, extremely slow. $2.6k wood. I think I know how to fix this.
We never automated engines, did we?
Nope. It's part of chemical science, and we haven't got there yet.
Yes, we do. I'm handcrafting it. Thus, I was looking for engines.
Nope. Haven't got that far yet. So yeah, like, I don't know. I've just hit... So, the YouTube channel just hit 2,500 subs live, so... And I've almost hit the next Patreon goal, which does put me in a very real chance of having to endure a 5dims modded playthrough on the YouTube channel. So it looks like I'm going to do one of those in the not-so-distant future.
What was that, sorry?
The YouTube channel just hit 2,500 subs. And
No, sorry. Did you say 5dims or something?
Yeah,
What's that?
5dim.
5dims isn't that bad.
That's why it's at the top of the list. Because it's not that bad.
What is this?
It's one of those really heavily modded... Just one of these really heavily modded mods, I guess.
Thingamabobbers.
Heavily modded mods.
Yeah, heavily modded
fuck's
mods. It radically changes the recipes. Angels mods. No, I'm not doing angels. Hey, Locator. We're up. We're running. We've got TSM installed. Thor Max. Thank you for the follow as well, mate. Welcome to the channel. Welcome to the channel. We're doing Factorio tonight rather than Satisfactory for something different. But we are still giving away, or I'm still giving away Satisfactory keys because I'm at 2,500 subs on YouTube, which is like amazingly stupid that many people want to tune in and watch my videos. And something's being eaten. It's not important, is it? Nah, it's lights. It's fine.
Nah, it's up north.
It's fine. The biters are allowed to eat the lights. Normally, you shoot all the biters around all the places where you're building. Just saying, guys.
Is that no power?
Yeah, correct.
Yeah, I was wondering why these things were getting power.
Oh no, power's bad, but no, there is power.
Alright, it's bad then.
No, biters ate a power pole. It probably wasn't important.
No, biters almost ate our entire northwest section of the base.
Cool.
I found them.
See, biters are eating everything.
You should see where I am. Look at how many rocks they've eaten. There used to be stone here on the map, just north. Alkalon.
That one's still there. Where are you? Oh.
Just north.
They
north.
Didn't like the rocks, so they ate a rock or two.
Yeah, one or.
Yeah, it's going to be one of the interesting things with this map.
The biters eat rocks.
The biters eat anything if it blocks their path, being trees or rocks or anything. And Stinson's being the smart one. He's gone off and cleared another coal patch.
I've got to say, I really love the idea of having rocks absolutely everywhere. I do like.
Oh, that and the Easter eggs, because it's Easter.
It's the overworld diggy.
I meant to ask, have you ever used that is it AAI or AII mod? The one below?
Nope. Do I know of it?
Dear
Yes.
God, don't ever.
I tried it and it just seemed a fucking nightmare. I couldn't get it working properly.
It's like... So, Locator's in chat. He made the Train Supply Manager, which is a lovely mod we love using, and it's probably not even set up yet. Nah, it's not even set up. But it lets us go... I didn't build that. Well, they're just eating through it. They're going to eat the whole stone patch. I might go do something about that. So yeah, it lets us set up trains and say, hey, okay, you go pick up, stone for argument's sake.
Oh my god, that is huge.
They're chewing. You go pick up stone for argument's sake and have that stone sitting there ready, and then any place that needs stone, just take it over. As those train stations need stone. Try words, JD.
It's like a supply and demand kind of rail system. That sounds really good.
It is. And the way Locator's done it is really, really easy. It's really easy. It's really simple. It's all done with a GUI. There is another mod, Logistics Train Network, which is supremely popular, but I frankly can't stand it because it needs all combinators to get to work. But people that have played with it and got it working are really insistent that it's the best out there and they'd never change. Which is a little bit frustrating because I think the Train Supply Manager is way better. Just in the easy use and some of the features it has that the other one doesn't have.
Was that Train Supply Manager? Did you say?
Yes.
Beautiful. Thank you for that. I'll try that.
Well, that brings us to the end of the episode. I'd like to say we made lots of progress, but I have a feeling I spent the whole time talking and running around in circles and not actually doing much, at least from my quick preview watching after the fact. But look, we finished the Make Almost Everything that makes almost everything, aka what a lot of other people call a mall. Burner City looks like it's finally going to get retired because we now actually have a semi-lucid main bus. Lucid's probably the exact right term for it. And yeah, we're making progress. That's what all these... Yeah, that's what these community maps are all about. Anyway, hope you guys have enjoyed. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in tomorrow's episode. All right, bye.